Hey guys, this is RyukenI, and we're playing FIFA 2014. Um, I'm gonna start a player career and take you through it and through his first season. And I'm gonna make him start in a league. There's many leagues all over the world, in different countries. United States has its own league, but it's not as popular. And I'm gonna start in the Mexican league in the team UNAM Pumas. If I can find it. They have a puma as their symbol. I see it right there. Make a new character and take him through a whole season. Try to show you the highlights. If the game is too boring, or if we ended up a tie, I'll just skip it. But otherwise, I'll try to enhance it, make it a little more exciting. I know sometimes watching people play is not as fun as watching watching something fun. But I'll try to make it interesting so you guys can enjoy it. And I do like some of the sports games when they're really realistic and they're really fun. So I'll be bringing that to the channel as much as they'll let me, because I know that there's a lot of, with audio, there's a lot of we can't have certain songs, certain etc. It's a mess. YouTube law is on. It's a mess. So there you go. I made a new character, and his name is RyukenI. Instead of it looks like a 1, it's a capital I. And then I've been drafted into one of the leagues on Mexico, and then I'm gonna name my career Let's Play. I'll explain quick the rules if anybody doesn't know soccer. You can only use your feet, and you can use the rest of your body. You can use your shoulders, your hands. You can't be right on the other. There's 11 players on both sides. There's the referee. There's people watching for the offsides on the side. I think they call it side refs. I'm not sure. I forget. Sideliners. Oh, it's been a while. You when you kick to the other side, like past midfield, you can't be you gotta be a certain line past no behind the defender. So when somebody passes to you and you're going for the ball towards their goal, to the opposing goal, then you have to be behind one of the defenders. Then you can sprint and catch up to the ball and shoot it or whatever. But if you're past the defenders, they'll make an imaginary line, and the sideliners judges will decide if you're offsides or not, or if you're inside the line. If you're offsides, then it's a do-over. The other team has to kick it and stuff like that. It's one of those rules that you kind of have to get used to. But once you know the rules of the games, it's easy. Right now, without even playing, I signed up to another team, the Hagenberg BK. And they're gonna be my first team that I play with. And you sign up, you get joined to the club. This is what being a pro would be like, which is to get drafted into their club, into one of the clubs, and then you play for them. This happens outside of the United States. A lot of countries have that, especially Europe. Europe is big on this. They every city has a club, or sometimes even more than one, and then they draft players from the town, and then if they have enough money, they make a lot of money, they can draft players from other countries. I mean, other towns, other states, other countries, and then they'll have a really top-notch players, and they use those to play around other cities, and or other clubs within the country, and that's what the leagues are. Spain is the main league around the world. Spain has the best leagues, the best league, and all the top players try to play in Spain. You would think it's Brazil, but it's actually Spain. Brazil does actually have their own league. They're pretty good, but they're not as high profile as Spain. And we're gonna start our first game.
Of course, the game being played under lights this evening.
So
let's go straight to the ground, and your commentary team.
For my player, his name is Ryuken, well, RyuKart, but you'll see on the back of his shirt they'll call him Ryuken, and his nickname is Shepard. You'll notice that as a reference from Mass Effect. So Shepard, he's gonna play forward center. The lineup and stuff. The graphics were pretty good for this game. I kind of hoped a little bit better because of the other launch titles. This was the launch title, I think. Yeah. And then I was hoping a little better graphics, but it's still pretty good. The detail on the shirts, and then what improved on is more not the graphics, but the engine. How to explain it? Kicks have more force. They have the. Okay, the physics are more realistic. I was saying that the physics, the animations, just the stadium, more crowd like movement and stuff. I know there you'll be able to see one or two audience that look alike, but they did try hard to make it like come alive a little bit more than other versions. This is my first game on Hamburg BK, and they are a Swedish team, of course, in this, in Sweden. And I've never been to Sweden, but they're most of the teams that I'm gonna play are all Swedish.
managers trying to pick the best team.
You would probably have to live in Europe to watch these games, or maybe just Sweden. Like I said, the high-profile leagues, they do get international viewing. Like I said, I'm a center forward in the tan guy, and sometimes they'll call me Shepherd. Yeah, right there, that's me with the star on my head and the red triangle pointing at me. Okay, yeah, I was just getting used to the controls. I wasn't really, I didn't know how to pass, where to pass was hard finding an opening. So you see me stumbling. Earlier I said that you could use your hands, and that was wrong. That's totally wrong. In soccer, you can use almost every part of your body except your hands. Once it gets past the shoulder, it's a they call it hand, and then you get to the other team gets the ball. But besides that, you can use almost any other body part besides your hands. So somebody who had no hands could probably play this game, you know, still. I mean, of course, you use hands sometimes as balance. So I'm just getting the hang of it, and passing and trying to get, because this game has a thing where if you hold down the button, it'll shoot stronger, and then you know, when you shoot harder, it'll rise, you know, it will rise the ball farther, making it, you know, it'll go over the goal, and you don't want that. So you kind of have to get used to how many milliseconds you hold down the button, and how many how fast you do it, and when, and also if you press it more than once, it'll record, it'll you know, have memory of it, and then the next character you change to, or the next, it'll have just various effects. So you kind of have to be careful when you press the button and which button you press. So I was barely getting used to that, because A is to pass, and then the longer you hold it down, the stronger your pass will be. However, if let's say you pressed it a few times, you button pressed it, you know, I mean button mash it, let's say you called it, it'll call for the ball. And I didn't know this at first. The first few games, I didn't know this. And also same for B. B is for shooting, and if you press it a few times, depending on how long you pressed it for, it'll shoot. But let's say you didn't have the ball, and then you call for it, and then right away they give it to you, it'll shoot. It'll have I think it's like 2 seconds or maybe 30 milliseconds. I don't know. It's like half a second that you, after you press it, it'll still have memory of it, and it'll do it, the effect. It's not as slow, but it's still noticeable. And then it'll have an impact on when you have the ball. Same for the other people. Like sometimes I'll press the tackle by mistake, or I'll press another button. So sometimes you'll see some of my errors, only because I didn't know, I pressed the wrong button.
No, I mean, it was a close one, but on the replay, I think the linesman might have got it right.
I'm just getting used to the game, passing it around. When I play only my character, I have only control of him, and then I have to wait for the other runs. So like when they pass it to me, and I didn't know that you could ask for the ball. And then sometimes they'll give it to you. 90% of the time they'll give it to you when you ask for it, or they'll do what you want. Like if you ask for it to pass it, they'll pass it to you. If you tell them to shoot it, they'll shoot it. So once I found this out, it was so much easier to score goals. Like I told them when to shoot, and then most of the time they scored. So I guess you can attribute some of the goals that they make to me because I tell them when to do it. And believe me, they do. Like that, it's so much more organized, and you actually get the results that you want if you know how to play the game. And this game, it's about the strategy, like how you get to the other opposing goal. This is really heavy tactical game. A lot of people don't realize it. It's all about strategy, but it's not like strategy where you just like you have time to strategize. No, it's all like light and quick reflex. I mean, reflexes. You just kind of have to. That's why they train so much, because they have to know, like by instinct, when to pass it, how to pass it, and stuff like that. And only the top players know when to do it. Like they become so used to it that they know exactly how, to pass it with or to shoot it with. Like at first sight, if a ball comes at you from the right side, they'll know to shoot it from the right foot. However, if they shoot it with the right foot, then they could shoot it off to the right side or away from it. And if the goalie is on the right side, that'll be a problem. He'll just block it. So they'll shoot it with the left foot instead. Even if it's coming from the right side. That's just things that a pro would know. I mean, like understands, and then for people who like are basic, they're just on the basics and they're barely playing, only a few years. This is the kind of things that you develop over time. There's very few people who are like natural at this game. And probably like 1 in 10 million. And those are the kind of people that you watch in the World Cups and stuff like that. I recommend people, even if you speak English or if you think you might not like soccer, to try it out. It's a really good sport. It's really energetic, really fun when you get like people who want to play it, who are into it. Yeah, I almost scored a goal. I ran into that guy. But yeah, even if you never heard of it, just trying it out and stuff like. But once you find people to play with and they're excited about it and they want to play, it's really fun. Just trying to get the ball and at the right time, you'll have sometimes some chances to get in, to kick it in. Pass it to me. Yes, I got it. Pass it to that guy. Oh, he had 2 on him. Oh, that's the thing. Like when you pass it to somebody, you gotta like know if they're gonna have enough room to run. Sometimes you just wanna pass it right away and not keep it. But once you get comfortable with the ball, you kind of have to learn how to dribble it and dribble past people. And that's a skill that you develop after a few years. And if you can master that, you'll be great as forward. You don't have to have it, but it's really helpful. It's almost required for the forwards.
Into the attacking third.
Like you have to pass if you're playing on an actual team in real life. It's required to have it.
Presented to
In
the
this
player.
game, I'm not sure how to dribble past people. I have to learn. Even I played a few games, but even after that, I still can't get past dribbling one person. So sometimes what I do, I just pass back and forth and do a triangle, like a wall pass through somebody, and then go in and score. Sometimes it's a bad idea to pass it when they're... Yeah, right there, see? They pass it back to me, and then I scored it. Come on, over here, over here. Let's score. Let's celebrate over here. Goal! Goal! Oh, if you watch Mexican, broadcast, like soccer broadcast, it is so damn exciting. They'll get into it, the announcers, and then every time they'll score a goal, they'll scream their top of their lungs, "Goal! Goal!" Because just for Mexicans, it is a huge deal. And even here, like I've seen football games, the American football games. They're not as excited when they score. I mean, like they score and the announcers will be like, "Yes, hey, he did a touchdown," and then they'll be quiet. I mean, touchdown, touchdown. That's it. That's as much excitement as they can master. But no, I mean, yeah, the crowds will be the ones cheering, but no, when somebody scores a goal, you celebrate it to hell. Like, goal! And that's the emotion that American football is missing. Anyways, let's go back to soccer. I scored a goal. My character scored a goal. RyukenI. RyukenI 1. Okay, now they're going to pass it to me. I shoot it. Oh, see, that's the thing. I press it for too long, and then it shoots it way on top of the goal.
Certainly the defenders have got to mark him tighter. The lead is still intact.
Oh, we're close to the end. And I put in 5 minutes each half to fit in like an episode. So I'll be, like I said, I'll be filming a few episodes like that. See if people like it, the footage and playing and everything, and they'll get into it. If you I want to, with the viewers, I want to get people to play with and stuff like that as friendly matches and stuff like that. So if anybody wants to add me on Xbox Live for RyukenI with the capital I, we can play some FIFA 2014. I'm up for that. Just let me know that you want to play. You saw me. And I think it's just fun, just for fun. People to play games with. And I want to try the online settings and how it feels online too. I think the game ended. Yeah, it was a friendly match, so there was no penalty or anything for losing or winning. But now you get a feel of how the teamwork works, how everything and I got used to the game. And then the highlights. Oh, almost scored a goal. He almost scored a goal. He passed it right there. Oh, and then the goalie barely took it off. That was my team, blue. And then I shot it. Oh, that was an easy one because I just turned back and shoot it. And that's the goal right there. It wasn't even a strong kick. It just went right next to him. Go. Okay, but thanks, guys. Thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe or leave a like or comment. Let me know. Bye. Hey guys, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe or leave me a comment. What can I improve on, or just what's on your mind. And thanks again. Bye.